All right, so we looked at the heart first, the structure of the heart and how it works. And then we looked at the different factors and how it works and some things that start affecting it. So we looked at heart rate, blood pressure, and our EKG. So now we're going to look deeper into more of the arteries and how that affects the heart in this section. And we're going to talk about cholesterol and clogging of the arteries and then how to fix those arteries. So that's kind of like what we're going through this section. And then finally, just are the key factors you're going to look at in order to determine if somebody has a healthy heart or not, or is at risk for heart disease. So if we go, this section is just going to be about the overview of what cholesterol is and the different types and what it does. So we have two different types of well, first we have cholesterol. Cholesterol gets a bad rap, but it's actually very, very important for our diet. We need cholesterol, and in fact our body makes cholesterol too for us, and that's part of the problem why some people have too much cholesterol is because their body naturally makes more cholesterol than other people. But anyway, the importance is that it makes a bunch of different things, but I just focused on three here. It makes your sex hormones, so your sex hormones are made out of cholesterol, at least cholesterol based, and they're made of, there's other things that are contained in them too. So you need these to properly have proper hormones to tell your body to function correctly. Bile acids are produced by your liver to break down fats in your digestive system. You need them to help break down that fat that you digest, and cholesterol helps do that. And then finally, probably the most important one that it does is that it helps maintain the fat covering that covers nerve cells called the myelin sheath, which we'll learn more about in the next class, and helps the nerves carry information around the body. So if you didn't have cholesterol, your nerves would break down and not be as quick. It also is found in almost all our cells. It helps stabilize the cell membrane, and it does a bunch of other things. So cholesterol is vitally important. The problem is if we get too much of it, and just like anything, too much of anything is bad. So we have two types of cholesterol. Well, we have a lot more types of cholesterol, but there's two types of like carriers. All right, so we have things that carry. So LDL and HDL, you guys might have heard of these. They are types of cholesterol. They're made of cholesterol, but they're also made of proteins and other things. What they do is they carry cholesterol to and from the cells. All right, and the main difference between them is that LDL carries cholesterol to the cells, HDL carries cholesterol away from the cells. Now, LDL is usually called bad cholesterol, but that's not necessarily completely true because it does carry. So this one is the one that carries cholesterol to the cells. So LDL comes from the liver, where cholesterol is kind of housed, and takes it to the cells. This is a good thing because our cells need cholesterol, so we need LDL. However, LDL tends to get trapped sometimes if there's too much of it, gets trapped in the red blood cells and starts causing blood clots. All right, so that's why people generally call it the bad cholesterol, because it starts causing blood clots. HDL, on the other hand, takes blood, picks up this cholesterol from the cells, and takes it to the liver. So HDL removes that. So HDL is generally called the good cholesterol because what it can do is if your HDL is high, it can actually remove this plaque and clean out your arteries, sort of, and get rid of all that junk in your artery. The problem is the imbalance. If these get way too high and these get too low, then there's going to be more cholesterol going to your bloodstream and causing plaque buildup and atherosclerosis, or the clogging of the arteries, than what the HDL is taking away. So what you need is a balance. So you need these to be lower and these to be higher. This is what you want. All right. So don't necessarily always think of one as bad and one as good. If that helps you remember what they do, you can. But it's kind of a misnomer to call them one bad and one good because they're both essential. All right, so what you're going to have to do here is you're going to have to go through those, explain the different types. Where do we get the different types of cholesterol from in our diet? How can we control our cholesterol? And you're going to have to turn that into a product to teach others about cholesterol and how to maintain a healthy levels of cholesterol.